last 4 years was actually livable without having to worry what was going to happen. Biden gets elected, and overnight, everything that Donald Trump made for an improvement is out the door.
What would you say to Joe Biden?
What are you doing?
Why is he doing it?
Yeah, well, he's being vindictive to get even with Donald Trump. And I don't think he's making the decision. I think it's the people surrounding him because they're so vindictive about the impact, the positive impact Trump made on not only the border, but America.
Joe Biden began dismantling President Trump's border policies on day one of his administration, and now a record number of illegals are flooding into this country. Here to discuss this reckless new approach is immigration attorney and Biden transition advisor David Leopold. David, thanks so much for being with us on Justice Tonight. You know, you recently said that currently the unaccompanied minors are not being met with the cruelty that they were being met with in cages like they were during the Trump administration. What do you base that on?
Cruelty, but look, let's talk about that for a second. You know, one thing that the Trump administration showed us, that with its cruelty and with its outlandish treatment of children, with its kidnapping of kids at the borders, with its separation, with its treatment of people, of humanity, of kids, they're still coming. Jeanine, and why are they still coming? They're coming because this is not a Biden issue. This is something that's been going on in ebbs and flows for decades. And in fact, if you want to talk about a surge at the border...
David, what's been going on in ebbs and flows? David, what's ebbs and flows? What are you saying?
Jeanine, take a look at 2019. You know, everybody's screaming on your show tonight about a surge at the border, but in 2019, there was 150,000 people that came in, much more than what we have today under Joe Biden.
David, you're wrong on the facts. The 100,000 in February this year is the highest number in 15 years. All right, that is a fact. And if you want to go through the cages, I want you to look at a picture of a cage. Just bear with me. Answer my question. This cage with children in it, the date is 2014. That cage was built and used during Obama administration. Obama was putting the kids in cages, and your numbers are wrong too. That the highest number is because Biden is sending them in.
Jeanine, just because you say my numbers are wrong doesn't mean they're wrong. And you want to talk about
no,
cruelty.
They're facts. These are the facts.
And they're not facts. I mean, very few things that I hear in this show tonight have been facts. You said this evening that the border is open.
Well, David, let me ask you something. If you don't think anything's been a fact, let me ask you a question. Now, you say that that people are coming to this country now for a better life. Is that what you believe, and that they all have legitimate asylum claims? Is that correct?
Well, wait a minute. I don't know if you can find a quote of me saying that. What I'm saying and what I think is...
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
Can I finish, please? What are the facts are that people are fleeing horrific violence and cruelty in Central America. Okay, point one. This is not new.
Well, then,
the problem is that Donald Trump, with all of his chaotic administration, lifted any kind of aid to Central America. He stopped the Central America Minors Program, which was designed to assess the asylum claims of kids in Central America. This is Trump's failure.
You are so wrong. I'm sorry, you're not entitled to your own facts. Donald Trump gave money to the Northern Triangle countries to incentivize them to work so that these people would not come to America until their asylum claim was approved. In fact, even Mexican President Obrador disagrees with you. He's the one who said that the stemming the flow was only happening with Donald Trump, and that this is a disaster, and he believes that the cartels are coming through Mexico, and now there's a real gang operation going on his border as well.
Jeanine, look.
Is the president wrong?
Jeanine, last week Congress passed. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. Congress passed an unprecedented, historic American Rescue Plan, which is going to bring money to American households, to people watching this tonight. The Republicans want to talk
Congratulations.
about
What's that got to do with immigration other than burdening the Americans with more taxes? What's that got to do with what we're talking about?
Let me finish and I'll tell you what that's got to do.
Go right ahead.
Okay. What that's got to do is the fact that this is going to be a very popular piece of legislation. It's historic. And the Republicans don't want the American people to think about it because the Democrats came into power. President Biden kept his promise. He's putting COVID relief out there. He's making America better. He's making America great again.
He is bringing, David, I'm stopping you right there. I don't tolerate lies on my show. He is bringing COVID into this country after Americans weren't allowed to go to work, go to church, or visit families, or go to funerals. And now he's bringing in a whole pandemic during a pandemic. David Leopold, thanks for being here, and thanks for nothing. Thank you. Still ahead, my closing statement on the most outrageous thing that pro-criminal DA George Gascon has said. You're not going to believe it. But next, we heard what Joe said on the campaign trail. We know about Hunter's business dealings. In the face of all that, can we honestly trust the president to be tough on China? Peter Navarro joins me next to sound the alarm. Don't go away.